being a bar manager, a lot of guys ruin their health. I'm lucky
Mm.
enough that other than my dental issues, which I will eventually get resolved, and it's only aesthetic, I'm perfectly healthy. I just back in December had another health checkup, and somehow, some way in my early 40s, I have absolutely zero issues. Knock on wood. I do some things to stay healthy. We can talk about that
Yeah.
in a bit, but doing no joke, when I was in the bar, I would have an average of 12 beers a day, light beers like San Miguel Lights. But again, that's 12 beers a day, and 10 shots, and 5 or 6 mixed drinks every day. And people are like, that's impossible. Look how skinny. I'm like, it's not impossible.
Well,
Not what you get
20 to
used to.
30,
I,
25
I
to
know.
30
I
drinks.
can already see the comments. Oh, you were doing water
But
shots, etc. No, not me. And guys who know me know that if I would actually try to turn down or run away from shots. I was notorious for that. I wouldn't fake a shot. I would try to get out of it or give it to other people. But if I was going to do it, I was going to do it. I like Fireball, by the way.
why do you have to have a drink? Why, in that role, explain to the audience why
You
you're.
don't have to have a drink. There's some successful bar managers that don't.
Mm.
But in terms of hospitality and in terms of the audience and the customer base that you're dealing with, especially in the type of bar that I worked in, which are heavy drinking bars. Now, I never worked in a go-go, a strip club. I never worked in a nightclub. That's a different type of management, and most of those guys, they don't need to drink because they're more in the background. Um, a lot of the beer bars, which was when I was in, especially in that day,
Soy Six.
yeah, Soy
And do
Six,
you want to give the place a shout out?
Sexy in the City.
Yeah.
It was when it was a double unit. It was also a guest house, which helped too. It's not anymore, but I managed a guest house here for 4 years. Only 8 rooms, but I learned a lot by managing a guest house too, a little mini hotel,
Mm.
and I learned a lot with dealing with problems. I learned more here, more running a bar, about HR than 15 years with Best Buy in HR. Just because in America, I dealt with mainly Americans. Yes, I was in DC. Yes, we got a lot of Indian visitors. So I learned very early on how to deal with Indian tourists, but not many from other countries. I've met very few people from the UK and
Yeah.
the US, nobody from Australia, nobody from Scandinavia, Germany, absolutely nobody from Russia.
You just
Uh,
said how to deal with Indian tourists. What did you learn from that?
uh, we'll come back to that. Um, so anyways, I just didn't meet a lot of people from different countries because you just don't in your home country, at least in America. Now, America is so diverse with people from different backgrounds and cultures, but people that are from other countries and other cultures entirely that haven't grown up in America, with the exception of some areas, you don't meet them. Here in Pattaya, it's such a melting pot from people around the world. And I
Mm.
gained so many skills in understanding different personalities. And going back to Indians,